Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Four Kingdoms. And you can see we're getting along really well. Very happy with how far we've come, but there are lots of things that we just, I've promised to do. I haven't done them, and I really need to get to them. So what I've done is I've made a list of things that need to happen, and we'll get to a few of them today, hopefully all of them today, and then our Four Kingdoms will be looking even greater. So let's see, where should we start? Let's start with the villages. Yep. Well, they're going to need some roads, and I really like the jungle wood there, but they need some road connections, and we're going to try and do some quality of life, getting around, transportation things today. So yeah, lots of roads. Interiors, need to do the interiors of these builds. I did promise to do that. Terraced fields, so I've tried a few things here, not really working for me, but I've got an idea of how to change this landscape here so it'll be all terraced fields and look absolutely brilliant. And then finally, we did promise to populate that village. We said we'd do it first thing. We didn't do it first thing. We are going to do it today, so that's on our list. Over here with the elves, I want to put a dock in here, and it's going to be quite a spectacular dock. Water elevator up from the dock, so we don't have to climb that hill every time. Interior of that build, yeah, didn't do that either. I am bad at interiors, and I'm bad at keeping promises about interiors, but going to be better today. And then a pathway just to get around. Be very nice. Over here, the dwarves, a lock system. So I think the dwarves would have made a way for boats to travel uphill. Lock systems allow you to do that. We're going to make not really a lock system, but we're going to use some soul sand to allow our boats to travel uphill. We're going to do the interior of this build, which will be really easy. Really, all we need is this blue fire. Minecart access down into the mines by a fire minecart, so we don't have to keep climbing up and down. And then I thought it'd be nice to put some stonemasons in here, and if we get to that, that would be great. So that's the Dwarvish Kingdom. And then over here we need an entrance to the prison. Right now we've got a passageway but no way to get up to it, so we need to make an entrance for that. I also want to have a cell hanging down from here and a skeleton inside it, because I think that will look really cool. Fortress interior needs doing. Need some beds and some chairs and tables and a little kitchen. And then we need a pig elevator, and if you don't know what a pig elevator is, today you will find out what a pig elevator is. I have never seen a pig elevator before in Minecraft or in any other craft, but today I'm going to try and create a pig elevator. So first things first, I need to get over to our raid farm, because we can get all the saddles. Okay, well that took quite a while, but we have got quite a few saddles. And also, if we're going to do interiors, if there's one thing I know, it's that interiors need flower pots, and I'm hoping that 53 is enough. And if it isn't, well, I went down to that lush cave and collected all that clay and smelted it up in our new super smelter. And now let's go put some flowers around in our interior. Well, welcome to the Professorage. You can see Mrs. Professor in there with her diamond pouch, and you can see our first flower and flower pot as well. I've done the interior of the Professorage, and it's all about the flowers and the flower pots. So in we go. And you see we've got bookshelves here. This is the library of the Professorage. We've got some nice lights, got a desk area for them, some flowers here as well, bunk beds for the villagers, and some tree foliage, kitchen in here with a tap, and well, probably need some water in there, but oven and whatever this is, and of course a flower. And this is a fridge. So yep, that's our fridge. Storage area in here, and then if we go up here, we've got the bedroom with a cupboard. Got some stuff in the cupboard. More plants and a chest and a bed. I'm not particularly good at interiors, but I did my best. And then up here, seating area where we can look out and see. And we've got some more flowers and some kind of tree-ish things in flower pots. We've got a storage room, obviously in the farmhouse here. A little kitchen here. Like my kitchen's pretty simple. Another fridge. Always like to have a fridge. Kitchen table, and in here the bedroom, workroom, and poor guy behind the minecart. By the way, we've collected 78 carrots now. It's really coming along. Upstairs we got a proper bedroom with a desk and a little cupboard. Lovely. And up here, of course, our enchanter with all the bookshelves. So the interiors of the village are done, and now it's time to repopulate the village. Alright, this is my plan. I'm going to get a bunch of villagers out, about 12, and they're just going to fill up these boats, and then I'm going to boat them over to the village. We're actually going to go that way and go all the way around and put them back in the village, and then they'll be, well, they'll repopulate. But before we do that, we should probably check out the village and make sure it's ready for them, right? Well, this is all pretty okay. We could probably smooth out these paths a little bit. Got a bed in here, so this will work well. But you come down here, and this just won't do. This is a death trap for our villagers, so we are going to have to fix that. We're going to need to get some sheep in here, or some cows maybe, and come, or have a nice little pathway down here. We've cleared out the tree that was here. Then there's some buildings here that will more than do. Probably need a bed in here. So yeah, some things to fix up. We've got some pigs in this little alcove here, and yeah, put some pews in the church perhaps. I don't think we need a bed in there. And then maybe a little fenceway to make sure people don't fall off here. There's grass growing in the buildings. This is terrible. Lots of work to be done here in the village. I'm going to do a little bit of this, clean it up, and then we can get our villagers over. Well, chaps, it's time to take you to your new home. We're very happy you've all decided to come, and I'm glad to say that the village is looking delightful. I think you're going to be very happy with it. So let's go. The way is this way. Welcome to your new home. Where are you going? Which house would you like? There's lots available. Oh, we're going to the church, are we? Okay, we've got some pews here now, and you are going to be a cleric. Wonderful. All the paths are done. You can take these. You don't have to fall down cliffs anymore. And there's fences to keep you safe. There's a wandering trader who's wandering around. We've got horses in that pen. We've got sheep in that pen over there. We've got pigs. We've got all these safety features. You're going to be very happy here. All the houses have beds, so more than enough space for everybody. Isn't that wonderful? And yeah, like we say, the paths here all sorted out. Tried to block things off so the bad guys can't get in as easily, and obviously this is much safer now. So I hope you're going to be very happy. I'm going to go back and try and get some more of your fellows. Okay, bye bye. Okay, well, we've brought some life to this village, and you can see all the guys. It's nearly it's after work time, so they're all gathered here. An iron golem. We've got some guys down there in the lower part. Oh, guy up there walking around. Yeah, we've repopulated the village very nicely. All their little trades and beds. So happy with this, and I think the villagers are very happy with it as well. It's time to make some roads, just some big pathways up there, and then terrace some fields. Well, as you can see from up here, we've made a good start on the paths and roads and making terraced fields for the village. But I gotta tell you, it's taken hours and hours and hours. I've run out of jungle wood, I've run out of oak wood, I've run out of energy, I've run out of inspiration. So we're gonna leave this for the time being, come back to it later, I think, maybe next week. But you can see how it's going. The fields are going to be terraced up along there, and yeah, we've got some sugarcane in the middle. We've got all the different kind of crops. We're going to have some little flower fields just to have some colour in there, and I think maybe this path will kind of enter a tunnel into the mountain, and I don't know where that tunnel will go, but I just kind of want to have a tunnel, and then other paths will loop around, just connecting up the whole area. So really happy with that. Now let's take our boat down. Whee! Let's see what's next. Alright, Elvish area. We need a dock and a water elevator. Those all go together. interior and a pathway. That should all be very doable. You'll see over here I've started collecting some light blue wool because our dock is going to have a nice light blue roof. Let's start on that now. Whee! Now it is very important when you're creating something, even if you've done it in creative before, it's very important just to measure it all out and make sure it fits with your surroundings and your environment. So some people use dirt. I like to use whatever block I'm actually going to use, which takes a little longer, but you know, it's fine. And then you just start counting. So 1, 2, going forward, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll have another one. This is going to be easier if I get out of the boat. You know, we'll figure it out here, and then we won't have to redo it all after we've done all the details, which would be terrible. Don't want that. And as it happens, I did end up moving it just 1 block further inland, so that it would meet up better with the land over there. But yeah, that's the sort of thing. That's why we test. Yeah, this should work out pretty well. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see how we go. All right, now you can see the shape starting to come together, and don't worry, we are not going to leave these. We're going to strip these, and this, I think, it might actually be the first stripped wood we're dealing with. But yeah, it's going to be a nice curved docking. Now I've got a very clear idea of what I want for these pillars. I'm not sure how it's all going to join up, but I got a pretty clear idea. You know what? I think I've made a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have made a mistake. I've put this in the wrong place. This needs to be here. But I've totally forgotten what I was going to say. What I want to do is I want to make something that curves up really nicely and looks kind of slender. So something like that, and then back to the fence post, and then I don't know how many of these there will be in the end, but what we're going to do is something like that, and it's going to look really tall. It's going to look really tall in the end and all the way around, but it's going to look epic. So I'm going to do a few more of these, and then I'll bring you back to witness the epic. All right, so this, I don't know what a pagoda is, but if I had to guess what a pagoda was, I would guess it looks something like this. So this is kind of our framework. It's going to be elvish, so I'm going to leave it very open in a way, and start to work on a roof here. But again, going to try and work with some arches and some more flowing shapes. So yeah, wish me luck with this. All right, this is looking good. These are the sorts of arches that I wanted, kind of really tall and elegant. But in building this up, I've made it really kind of solid, and that's not what we want. We want it to look, well, back to the word elegant. I want it to look not fragile, but delicate. So I'm going to do a little bit of work. I think I'm going to go in the nether. Going to go in the nether and get some quartz and just see if we could outline this with quartz. I think that would look nice. So to the nether. All right, now we're talking. This is the kind of look that we were going for, and do you see how the white and the blue just pop? And that's really what I've been going for. So I'm going to build up this roof. It'll probably take a little bit of time, but then this will largely be done. Yeah, I love how this looks from pretty much every angle, and I hope you like it too. Alright, got a little further, but actually I'm not enjoying that. I thought I would as I was doing it. I thought I'd really like it, but then it actually just looks kind of just weird. Just weird. It needs to have more of a curve on it. So I'm gonna go over there and get some more wool, because I'm all out of wool. But then I think I'm going to work on just curving this back and making a much better roof. So stick with me, and next time we come back, hopefully it'll be all done. Maybe I'll put some quartz on the top. Alright, and that is much more like what I wanted. So really happy with the way that that's looking. Put some quartz on top, and then some birch, but probably need to do an extra layer or two of that just so it can be seen from the sea. But yeah, that's the sort of thing that I was looking for. So really happy with how the blue pops and the quartz against the quartz especially. All right, we are well about done. A little bit of cleaning up to do, but here it is in all its glory. Really love the shape and how it's popped. And you see the background that I've done with water and the stone bricks and all the lights. I think I might change the lights at some point, but yeah, you go over that or under that little bridge. You can also go over the bridge. That's one of the wonderful things about bridges, is the whole over-under thing. But yeah, I've given it a leaf roof, which I think really, well, what it really does is it hides the ugly dirt, but yeah, kind of brings this, gives it a really different look, gives it the color that it needed. And then there's a secret way up, because I got bored of having to climb that huge hill every time that I wanted to go up to my elvish beehives. And so there we go. How do you get down, you ask? Well, you get down the same way that you would normally get down. You just walk all the way down and jump into the water. And then you you get hit by a trident guy. So thinking about paths, I've brought you into the creative world. Now I've got to be careful not to show spoilers, because I do all of my my builds here, and you can see them kind of in their finished state after I've tried it. Some things change, as you can see. Thinking about the inside of the pavilion there, decided just to go with water. But yeah, when I was thinking about paths for the elves, I started thinking about our color palette. And all of these colours felt like they could work for roads. And so first of all, I just thought, well, let's see, what if we just did some plain roads? And you know, some of these looked okay. Like, I quite like this one, but all in all, they just looked a bit boring. So so decided to experiment with some designs here, and got to admit, quite liked this one. Really liked this one actually, and then these ones with the green in the middle, and then kind of this out there one. And I tell you what, I would probably do this in a different world, or maybe when we get to the end, we'll introduce this, because this purple and white combo really pops. This does not work. This is Wimbledon colours, doesn't work. Wimbledon and tennis championships, of course. And then I thought to myself, I'm definitely going to want to drop the road down, so there'll be a kind of curb. And I came back to this, which we saw earlier, but this was my favourite. The copper and the quartz. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ilhamor, this is going to be ridiculously expensive. And my answer to you is yes it is, but it will be worth it. And we've got a super smelter for the copper, and we've got the nether for quartz. I guess we'll have to get some villagers to trade with as well. But so then I started thinking about the shape of the road, okay, and thinking about these stairs. This one could have worked. You know, make the road a little smaller, give it a curb. This one, tried out kind of railway tracks, if you will. Didn't like that one. What about, you know, water along the edges? And I thought about that. Actually, just looks like a sewer, so not going with that. And then I hit on this. What if we use mossy carpet? Right, mossy carpet to cover the quartz. And what it is it's a quartz block just next to the side, with and it just adds some depth, but doesn't add to the or take away from the width of the road. So I really like that. And then I thought, well, if we're going to do that, let's add some detail. So that, as well as the smooth quartz, throw in some quartz blocks, and it just gives it a little bit more depth, a little bit more detail. What about the pillars? I thought to myself, and I thought to myself, no, that's not going to work. So so having decided on a color palette, and actually this one, and the details and the way and the shape that it will work, I thought to myself, right, well, how would stairs work? So here's kind of slab stairs, and I'm not a huge fan of this. I might not use it that much, but here's actual stairs, and you know what? I really like the way that this pattern just kind of came about, and so you have to kind of take the middle to go up, but I love the way that it's actually kind of given the stairs its own artistic dimension. So that was what I was thinking there. And then I thought to myself, well, what about corners? Yep, corners will work well with this pattern. So let's go for it. And then I thought to myself, what about lighting? And we're not there yet, but one day we will be. One day we'll take on that monument that I've seen out there in the ocean, and then in that time we'll replace some of these with sea lanterns. And not all of them, just some of them, but like here maybe, and then the roads will be nicely lit up. In the meantime, we'll probably just have to use normal kind of lampposts or lanterns along the side. But yeah, this is what I think I'm going to go with for the road in the Elvish area. Now it's going to take a long time, so I'm not going to do a whole bunch of roads straight away. I'll probably just do kind of an example road just to start off with. But I really hope you like it. Let me know which design you really liked, and maybe we could adjust that in the future if there's any of these that stick out to you. But that was my thought process. That's how I kind of came to my final conclusion, and I hope that's helped you if you're thinking about pathways. So anyway, let's get back to our real world, and look at that. Look at that. That is Minecraft. That is possibility out there. We're going to fill a lot of it with our ideas. Now, if you're going to use a lot of copper, you got to, or at least oxidized copper, you've got to let it oxidize. And I don't know if you saw in recent Hermitcraft, but Azuma did a great experiment on how far away you should keep blocks from each other to make them oxidize faster, and it's 5 blocks. 5 blocks is the best, and so I've made this grid of my 64 copper blocks, and they are all 5 blocks away from each other. It's 4 vertical, 4 horizontal, and 4 deep. That's 4 cubed is 64, and it looks fantastic. It looks really awesome like that. So anyway, I'm going to go sleep, let that oxidize, and do a few paths. Well, here it is, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit disappointing. This is as far as I've got, and my biggest I mean, I've got quite a lot of copper, but my biggest weakness here is quartz. Don't have enough quartz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer, and I'm going to spend an hour, and I'm going to go and I'm going to mine quartz in the nether and see how much I can get, and try to continue this path until it at least reaches that house. Okay. Oh dear. I'm embarrassed. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Disaster. I was attacked, piglins, ghast, death, and I fell all the way down and landed on a bastion and died, and tons of my stuff went in lava. And so I thought, you know what? I need to go get it. It's a long way away, but maybe you guys will enjoy watching me frantically try and get there before my stuff despawns. Gives food. Oh, will be important, because otherwise I'll die. Okay. Now, do I have any golden armor? Thank you. Oh, an axe, that will be helpful. I'm totally ready. Now, the biggest problem is I don't know exactly where I died. Should have taken a screenshot. Didn't. Hey dude, don't hurt me. Oh man. Alright, I'm bouncing around in the nether. I think we're doing pretty well so far. I kind of recognize parts of this. What was that? This is no good. This is no good. This actually looks kind of familiar. Is this familiar? Is there a bastion down here? No. But no, this is it. This is it. I'm sure of it. I fell down somewhere here. Yes. I fell down there. Somewhere. Is there any way down? Okay, this looks hopeful. This looks sorta not die. Yeah. And we come across here. Yes. We've got 2 blocks left. That's not enough blocks. It's okay. Right. There's my stuff. There it is. I gotta get down there. Quickly. Oh. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, a lot of my stuff fell down there, but obviously I've managed to save some of it, which is great. Oh, I lost my helmet, and I lost my sword. Oh, this is... Oh, that's so sad. Ah, so sad. You are very scary. Oh, that's it. Oh, that sword was a good sword. Okay, no worries, no worries. We saved a bunch of stuff. And now we're in a bastion. So, we could just leave. But on the other hand, we're in a bastion. I don't care very much about the gold. What I do care about is that chest. It's over there. Alright. Oh yeah, he definitely wants to kill me, but he can't get near me. Golden apple. A sword. Arrows. Another sword. Okay. It's just me and you, chest. Just me and you. Ooh, smite 5. Yes, thank you. Banner pattern. Don't mind if I do. Alright, now we've just got to try and get out of here. Let's see. This was successful. We lost a bunch of stuff. I'm still kind of... I'm disappointed about that. But I feel like we gained some things, and yeah, we got some stuff back. It's probably not the trip that we wanted, but it was well worth it in the end. Aha! This transition is memorable. I remember this. Hey, I recognise this. Oh, we're home. We're home. We're home. We're home. I mean, we're not home, but we're near the portal with half our stuff, and half is better than none. Goodbye, Nether. May I never see you again for at least another few minutes. Hey, William. I had an accident. I need your help. I've only got these terrible swords. Will you help me? You will. A sharpness 2 sword. Thank you, sir. Andy, I need your help. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a mess. I'm gold. I know you're spinning. You can't even believe it. Let's fix this. What were we doing? We were collecting quartz, and we got a fair bit of quartz. So let's go back and make our road. Well, we've done what we set out to do over here in the Elvish area. I've done a little interior for this build, and it's not hugely exciting, but let me show you around. We've got our little bed area, bigger bed area really. We've got some plants in here, well manicured as you would expect. We've got a lovely little seating area for friends. We can hang out and just enjoy a little bit of R&R. Little kitchenette area, very small but quite cute, I think. And then a place to eat with just an amazing view, really. And so really happy with that. But if we look out, oh, and some lighting, some natural lighting. If we look out over here, you see our path, and I'm very excited to show you that because I really like how it's turned out. And so we come down here. What I want is for that vine actually to come all the way down here in the end, but we've got a little bit of time before that happens. But welcome to our pathway, which leads to the door there. And as we discussed, kind of the depth here, and it goes up. Got some trellises, and used all sorts of different kind of textures to create that. So happy with it. Got some flowers in with the decor, and just leads over here to our bee farm, and hey, to our water elevator. So I'm waiting for the sun to go down, because actually I think as the moon rises our Elvish area looks even better. But you can see I've done a little bit more work on our farmland, and really happy with how that's looking now. The road's kind of going all the way up now, so that's mostly done. Very happy with that. And then the Elvish area, we've got our dock. Yep. We've got our water elevator, we've done our interior, and we've got our initial pathway, so really happy with that. And I know we've got some other things to do, but you know what, this is getting kind of long. We had a little adventure in the nether, and so I'm going to call it a day here. I'm probably going to do some shorter episodes from now on and just try and knock out maybe one or two of these things in some shorter episodes. And so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe so that I know that you're enjoying what we're putting out here. And I'll see you next time when we'll work on a little bit more of the Dwarvish area. Bye bye.